illustrious Rosewood Institute, or whatever it's called. I'm having a bit of a problem with lag, on my end at least. Don't know if it picks up on the recording, but regardless, another day. Stella wanted to meet up at the arena, if I remember correctly. I'm going to see that mirror gone. Why did I come in here? My brain is all over the place. I had to reset of everything last minute because I crashed. Perhaps I'm late? I sure hope I'm not late. Morning exercise never hurt. Well, it appears morning exercise hurts my brain. So the training ground or the arena? I can never remember. Not a fan of running. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I've misremembered, but I could have sworn it was mornings meet up at the arena. Is it the training area? Nope. So I'm guessing it is the arena, and I'm the only one here. Sorry. It hurts to watch people follow the path. They're being guided like dogs. Run where you please. Do what you want. That is freedom. And I relish in it. Doesn't look very punctual. My head is hurting already.
Good morning, Christopher.
Good morning.
Wasn't expecting anyone to beat me here.
I was expecting you all to be here by now.
I haven't seen the others.
Well, I've always been quick on my feet.
I'm back.
I do hope the rest of our team isn't waiting at the dorms.
They'll realize we're not there soon enough and come here. That was the plan, after all.
Right, but I wanted all of us here before the Chancellor got here, and the Chancellor's right over there.
Any particular reason why?
It makes us look good.
Well, no use in falsehood.
Do you plan on talking to Salvira today?
I would like to, if the day permits.
If you could let her know I do need to talk to her at some point, that would be nice.
If I can get my hands on her, I will let her know.
Where's the rest of your team?
Good question.
I don't know. May I enter the arena to look at the formation board?
Yes.
If you'd like, I can go check on the dorms and see if they're awake yet.
If you would.
Of course. Where are they? Professor?
Good morning.
I'm not accustomed to this much running. It was this one. Alice, are you awake? Well, she's not in. Suppose not. Anyone here at all? Isaac, are you in? Useless. It's a little framey, it's a little choppy, but we get by. God, this is actually hurting my head. Going this way. Paco. Both appeared to be
Any
out.
signs of Isla? Out and about?
If you would like, I can check the auditorium. That is the only other place I would
If
assume
you would.
either of them would go. More running. Great.
Pond.
and then I'll see what I've got when I've got time
A
to have
what?
the lesson with you.
Just doing some minor studying is all. Professors gave me permission
Neat.
to head to the library later tonight.
read
so,
some books, you know.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna try my best.
It would be a good call.
But don't worry.
You read
Only
books
thing is
about
it
where
is-
babies come
See
from?
what happens.
I think we should
Focus on
prioritize
what
finding
can
the
be
stress
done
as
with
well.
negative emotion.
Nothing.
Really?
Could understand to some extent, Isaac. He has.
I don't
Issues
believe
you need to
Ellis
deal
is
with in the
here.
morning.
She might have had a temporal flux. I have
see.
already checked.
Yeah. Alright. Well then. Just waiting on Isaac. Interesting.
Perhaps we should do this after breakfast.
I'd prefer to get it done before. There's a shipment coming today, so it will be late regardless. Announcements at 8.
Ah, I see.
But
Shipment.
I have some issues I need to speak with your team about after you are done.
Professor?
Good morning. I'm guessing something's going on around here.
We are currently waiting on 2 of the members of Stella to arrive. They wish to practice formations in the morning. Mornings of classes.
Well, I know 2 of them are in the cafeteria, or at least a lot of the students.
Really?
I just checked the cafeteria.
A lot of them just got in, so I'm not sure.
If you wouldn't mind checking again, Christopher, we
Very well.
short on time.
Sure do love running this early in the morning. Oh, butterflies.
I'll let you know that I'm probably going to be
Excuse
helping
me.
Bellacosa.
Sure.
Shall
Okay, I'll help.
You're gonna help?
Ellis.
You know, you.
We are waiting at the arena for you and Isaac.
We're doing it now.
For our formation training.
We'll hear the ship bell.
You said there was the
I will see you there shortly.
As will
Oh,
I.
Sorry.
Dude,
Would you
a
like
few
another
rabbits.
Lothario.
Lothario. Alright, I'm going to
See what happens when the bell rings. I don't know.
I mean, technically you can.
If you're the only one here, I'll have to let you watch over the
I
students.
think at least still won't. It'll be maybe doing
But
after.
I don't see a problem with it.
butterflies.
I have found Ellis. She was at the auditorium in the night today. Told her to come here, and I did a check of the dorm lobby as well.
No worries.
I have yet to see Isaac.
Then I guess we could do substitutes for the 4th and 5th of the formation.
Ironically, it was Isaac who wanted to do this as he missed most of the former training. Oh, my arm hurts. I did tell Ellis to hurry. Should have grabbed something at the auditorium.
Well, this is certainly taking her sweet time for a team activity.
Really is. Have you thought of anything yet for them being late?
Well, I'm wasting my time. Currently, no, but... I'll decide.
Who was that?
This is something they wished for. It is up to the team leader, I suppose, to punish the latecomers, and considering he is one.
Wow, what a great way to start a session. I want to do anything else right now.
I would say it for them to do runs, but he already ran all the way there and back multiple times.
And to the dorm lobby.
Yes.
I guess that we could make that a punishment then.
This is boring.
Repeat that for me, sorry.
Oh, I was saying the punishment could be that run as much as he did trying to gather them up.
Well, we do have shipments coming. Load it by herself. We are still waiting on Isaac.
Apologies for being late. Talgrass wanted to talk to me about something.
I see. It is alright. Isaac still is not here. We cannot find him.
I will wait another few moments. And if he's not here, we're going to have to do this later. There's a ship coming in, and I'm sure that will keep people distracted for a good portion of time. But announcements still need to go underway. We have classes to do today.
Chancellor,
Yes?
there is an item I asked for. Do let
There
me
is
know
a
if it's in
distant
the
bell ringing coming from
shipment.
the docks.
Right.
I just heard the bell at the docks.
Mm-hmm. I did as well. I'll track through the shipment for you. I'll probably be able to get that to you later today.
Alright. I will let Isaac know he kept us all waiting.
Oh, trust me, I'll tell him myself.
Understood.
Hopefully he didn't forget.
Oh, my head is hurting. I don't know how long I can do this. Ugh. This is horribly boring. You did this, Caslin. The last 30 minutes are because of you. I know you're DM, but you made plans for the morning. Most of Mod Squad.
Can't we get started while we wait?
Or we can...
Might as well.
Very well.
I'm going to do something productive. You will ask for my time. I'm not going to waste it. They wish to practice while waiting.
True.
Alright. My head is hurting.
Should we take on the same roles as last time or try something different?
I believe practicing our roles would be most beneficial. We can have you swap between a support role or an offense. As you are learning divine magic, it would be good to know both. For our captain's spot, if you wouldn't mind, Professor, filling in for our team leader.
Sure enough.
I will take offense, Sorlier will take defense. A simple enough idea.
Alright.
Shall we get started? Or do you need more time to look over the formations?
I am ready.
I believe we can start.
Then let us
All right,
begin.
let's get to it. Let's head over here. All right, let's start with the shield formation.
Alright, shield formation.
Facing this way. Correct. Sword. Good. Net formation.
I believe
Net
he's
formation.
yes, he's the leader role, so we surround him. So Ellis, you would be on that side.
Apologies, I don't believe I
would
can
be-
hear as of current.
Ah, I see.
Please excuse me to go wash out my ears.
Of course. What great trading. Well, might as well finish it off with hammer.
Hammer. Good. Just gotta wait for them to clear out the ears and then we'll be good to practice more.
Why did she run out?
She had trouble hearing. Had to go clean out her ears quick. Unfortunately.
Right. Of course.
Today just
My voice
isn't
just
the
boomed so
day
much. I'm sorry.
for training.
Mm.
I do believe I'm going to get a sip of water real quick. Where can I get... Ah, right here next to my water bottle that I left over here.
I'm going to take a quick look around. I trust you all to stay here.
Yes.
There's something to speak with Team Stella about. Make sure Gillis knows when she gets back.
I knew we were a little disorganized, but wow.
I am more than a little frustrated.
I could have eaten breakfast by now.
Mm.
I was actually able to go back, eat breakfast, then come back.
I thought about it when I went to look for them, but I figured that would be inappropriate.
Couldn't blame you if you had.
I would have blamed you.
Though to plan an activity and to not show up. A little rude.
Can't even get the first meeting right. It's wonderful.
It takes time, for sure.
It's been weeks.
I'm sure he's getting used to his new role as leader.
Just don't fault yourselves for it.
Oh no, of course not. That would have required us to vote him leader.
Huh.
God, I'm too much in my other character headspace. I look at this man and all I see is metal. No, don't swing. I mentioned dire and my brain went metal. Whew. Oh. Looking that way hurt.
Huh. First we're going deaf, then we're going blind.
Well, I have had a mild headache this entire time. Hopefully it'll go away. My actual head hurts. It's not even like a lag reference. I'm actually getting pretty good frames.
the chainsor's coming back, though there's no others inside, so...
Unfortunate. I suppose we can always do this at a later time. Perhaps tomorrow.
Yes. Considering we have classes and then chores.
My legs are already tired from all the running.
Yes.
Huh.
I think.
Sorry you had to do all that.
Maybe. Can't really tell.
I'm assuming no signs of Isaac?
Correct.
No signs at all. The other one hasn't come back.
None from Matt and me either. Wonderful. Well then, students, you're going to have to practice later. And I would like to see your team in my office before classes. Do need to speak
Understood.
to you.
Yes, ma'am. We'll try to find the others.
Good. Thank you. That is all. I have work to attend to.
Very well.
Well, hopefully they show up for announcements. If not, then we'll have some searching to do.
That felt like a good waste of approximately 50 minutes.
Yes, so trust me. You know. Thank you for at least showing up.
I always try my best. Looking over my shoulder hurts. I should stop doing that. Oh.
Sure do.
Have you seen the chore for today?
No, actually, I forgot to look this morning.
I believe
For us
it's
to get to the arena.
sweeping the first floor of the main building, if I'm remembering correctly. I will have to double check.
Hopefully there will be brooms for all of us.
Hopefully. So that is Mordred the Murderer, according to
Refresh
Krista.
formations and then half the squad didn't come.
Do you happen to see where good
I mean,
doctor
only one of the squad members didn't show up. You're almost there.
Really doesn't like it anyway.
You know, if anything significant stood out. But...
Wow, there's no one here.
Well, you know, whatever. Just checking on you, but that's all. Hey, Krista.
Hey, do we know what our chore is today?
Yeah, I think it's sweeping the courtyard and
Oh my
something
god,
about weeds.
dog, no.
I think.
Alright, we know what our chore is.
Oh, wait.
I
Are we
almost
going
died
for the
picking
babies?
up mac and cheese.
Yeah.
It's scary time. Good morning, Zavira.
Morning.
If you have a moment later, I would like to talk to you today.
Sure.
Unfortunately,
Should I just...
I appear to be rather busy until night. Nom nom nom.
Alright, that's fine. I shouldn't have too much going on.
I do believe Sorlier also wanted to talk with you.
Do you know if she has anything later?
We are going to be quite busy later. Stella was supposed to have a team activity this morning, and our leader didn't show up. Nom, 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 nom.
Okay, thank you for telling me.
It's yellow, it counts. Is this a grilled cheese or is it lasagna? Oh, well, yellow dough. Speed eater. Sorlier didn't even stick around.
I guess I'll wait here for their return and then explain myself. Thank
Very
you for
well.
bringing this to my attention, though.
Yeah, it made me think we were about to be under attack or something.
No.
All right.
I'd
Thanks
probably be
for
the last
clarifying,
person
then.
to know about that.
Is that a paper? Oh my god, that's a paper. Yeah. Nope, I'm reading it. I'm reading the paper. What does it say? What does it say? What does it say? What does it say?
Worked up. Thinking about that, but I need you to first check and see if the students needed help reading and writing first.
I saw that notice.
That's
I
a
was
boring
wondering if
read.
the people who needed reading and writing help would be able to read the notice.
Well, if you read it,
That's
you
why
would.
I addressed it to people who can read. Please inform the students who can.
What a dick, he didn't show up. My lover, my one friend. The mute button. I'm going to be quite busy, I said, and lied. Like, right, why does that keep happening? Oh, it might be shower, sort of loading in.
Morning, Christopher.
Good morning.
Morning.
I want to see if Isaac shows up. Is he here? Of course not. Probably doesn't even show up to his own birthday. I find Krista? Dorms, easy pick. Westgate, even better pick. I know the spirits don't like me, so I'll just look from a distance. And we're crashing, and we're fine, and we're back. Jackpot. I didn't need to talk to her about her item, but she's with another, so I will wait until later. Oh, better idea. I can just awkwardly sit on one of these. Oh, come on. You're joking, right?
Good morning, Christopher.
Good morning.
Glad you actually heard it.
I heard it last time. I gave you a nod.
I see that's all I'm worth, isn't it? A nod. I have a question for you at the time, but I suppose
I have time right
the
now.
moment's passed now. Well, actually,
It's about the only time I'll have today,
Well,
unfortunately.
oh, busy today, are you?
Quite.
And what does your day entail?
Well, I waited about 50 minutes for a training session created by our valiant leader, who didn't show up.
Ah, the man I was actually going to ask yesterday for. Isaac, I'm assuming you're mentioning. I would like to talk to him today if I get the chance to, but
I've
I've
yet
also
to
not
see
seen
him.
him. Well, it's worrying to hear if he don't stick to his own regime.
Exactly.
I was thinking we should probably get our teams together to start preparing for that capture the flag. At least, start to.
I've actually done
get
some
sort of
planning on the
tactic
defense.
together. Oh yes, have you?
I am quite good at thinking. Playing it out is a little
Enlighten.
harder. Well, I currently have two ideas. We have that observatory. I only know of one way to get up there, and that's through multiple bottlenecks that we can... Yes, exactly. Our other option, the top of the library. I doubt
your
any
preferred little
student...
spot.
I doubt any students are going to actually try and climb up that, seeing as how the roof at the top actually
You'd have
is
to be insane to try and climb up the outside of that building.
quite. Additionally, we could, and this one might require some teacher permission, lift up the ladders. It would be near impossible for anyone to get up there without a ladder. And it's not completely unfair, but there are other ladders in the castle. I planned on some of my free time making them disappear. Let's transfer an enemy to actually get our flag. The rest of it is simply wipe out the enemy. We're lacking in defense, but we have quite a high offense capability. As well as, I believe we have the most students out of any group. From doing a quick head count, but only by 2 or 3, but...
Well, we should use that to our advantage then.
Of course.
I was thinking something a little crazy for the defense, but I think it might be a little bit too out there.
What were
I
you
was
thinking?
thinking maybe we sort of try and trick the enemy into thinking we put the flag somewhere. We sort of defend one place heavily, but have the flag someplace else with like a small force that don't go noticed. But they spend all their time trying to assault one place, and if they do eventually get there, they'll find nothing.
That...
I suppose it depends how long we have to hold out for.
Actually... That's not a bad idea. We could act like our flag is up there. Use the choke points to our advantage with our limited numbers. Have a group of maybe 2 or 3 in the actual location over at the tower.
Aye.
Use both
Suppose
locations.
it depends how visible the flag's gonna be. If it's like a massive pole or some such, it won't be so easy to hide, but it's just a little thing.
Regardless,
I'd just be able to get away with it.
I would be more than happy to sit up there and defend the flag, if they're going for that one.
Aye, I think those two plans together would suit quite nicely, especially if you're thinking of pinching some ladders.
I may need some assistance on that one, if you see any spare ladders. Actually, here, follow me quick.
Alright. We have
I have a
actually
perfect
taken one.
idea.
We've got one in our dorms. I don't think it
You as well.
Aye, when we had the bugs in the attic.
If I stop moving temporarily, my head is really hurting.
Hey, that does not sound good.
It's happened a couple times, and I thought I had to go to the infirmary, but I'm fine now.
I hope it stays that way.
Good morning.
Morning, Professor.
Grim.
Not a fan of the eccentric cat.
I know a lot of people here now, and
They have attracted my ire.
it feels uncomfortable to,
I see.
you know, work with
They had
hometown
finished eating by the
dispute.
time they jumped up on the table. Well,
Oh, wow. Traveling on water.
Quite an accomplishment.
God, fucking hate it. I mean, freaking.
Tell me about
Freaking.
Don't be offended if she doesn't talk. That they don't. They didn't evolve that far. But she is here to serve as well. So any cleaning or cooking things you may need help
I
with.
remember
let us
rightly,
know.
there was
She's
one
very
up
good.
against the wall right there, wasn't there?
Really
There are
intently
2 up there.
Somewhere?
and just slowly blink.
Ah,
Alright.
Another thing, if you wish to pet her or
Over
give
here.
her a hand, ask permission first.
oh,
There's another one.
Is that the new class pet?
Good.
She's not.
We can use this area, hide the ladders, either behind the tree or down on the wall.
Nice to meet you. That one's growling
I
at me,
like it.
I'm afraid.
I like it a lot.
The ladders we take up, we'll have to bring both of them to the top.
Right, you're gonna need a way to get up there in the first place, unless someone leaves you up there, but I don't like that.
I will
You
gladly
need a way to
sit
get
up
back
there
down
alone.
afterwards, of course.
We need one person
Oh,
with the
if
flag
you
at all times,
insist.
in case. I'm thinking we can move some of the ladders. Probably kick that one down as well once we're done.
Alright, we'll get him later.
Aye.
Or, better yet, see if there's another way down.
I can't disrespect you, I'm sorry.
Alright, let's see what we have to work
Come
with.
on,
I
I
think
thought
this
I was
will
actually
work.
going to do it. Well, maybe.
We have these two over here.
Hmm. Can we lower them off the side anywhere to keep them?
Unfortunately not. And I do not want to go destroying school property for a capture the flag game.
No,
I'd rather
of
just
course
hide
not.
them.
So, if you head straight down that way, like straight down the main hall there.
One more ladder we need to worry about. The western
Oh, right
tower.
there.
I believe
Ah.
that one's used to get up to the roof.
Sometimes this is actually about
The more I look at this,
Aye.
the
That
more
one
I
not
think no
bolted
one
in
will climb
place?
this. It might be unfortunate. That is a good idea. We should check the other ones as well.
Since his original dagger had broken.
Do her day's work outside.
I'm wondering the heavy possibility.
And one here as well, of course.
If they're
Right.
bolted in, I doubt students are going to rip them out of the floors.
What division are you in?
No.
But we shouldn't either.
I think.
Defense.
No, of course not.
Wield
Professionals have standards.
Well,
I'm gonna pretend like I don't see
Um,
that.
Aye. I don't suppose they've told us how long we have, like, for defending and assaulting.
I would
have they?
assume defending probably maybe half an hour, maybe less. They want us to look around beforehand. I doubt it's going to be a long time.
Aye.
These ones actually
These
seem
ones
to
aren't
be
very tall, are
worked in. They're not long enough either. We don't need to worry about them. Perfect. Not bolted in because it's a trapdoor.
Because the
Why would
latch.
you bolt in a trapdoor? Yeah, let's head up for
Well,
a
the
bit.
one above's the same, isn't it? I believe they're both trapdoors. Aye. My goodness, I only just realised how long that ladder is.
If we take that one up, I don't believe they can get up at all.
No, I don't think so. No ladder matches that one in terms of length.
I don't think we have to worry about the other ladders, honestly. Sorry, headache.
No worries. Aye, I think this.
Boy. This is a good plan.
A good plan.
Yes.
I think it would
let's
still be a
see.
good idea to have get the teams get together,
Oh, of
discuss
course.
everything and formalize it all.
This one is high enough. But yes, in case you haven't noticed, the way up to the observatory.
The path. I only found it the day before. I'd seen that building and wondered, and I saw some students up on the cliff edge. Wondered how
Okay.
they got up there.
Do you know if you have any ranged abilities on your team?
No, I don't think so. It's only myself with the sword and ethereal support. I know he has a magic book, but
If we
don't
gave
think it's anything
Lothario a
offensive.
training gun,
perhaps.
that might.
I'm not sure how comfortable he'd be with a. Oh,
Well, it's not about comfort, it's about practicality.
aye.
As unfortunate as it is,
Thought I'd lost you for a moment.
I thought I'd lost myself for a moment. These headaches are getting worse and worse. Oh, one more
I'm
thing.
sure the noisy. Oh,
Follow me quick. Should we ever need somewhere to hide,
what? What in the hells?
walk through it. An illusionary wall.
My goodness.
I do keep
How
tabs
in
on
the
what I
hells
find.
did you find this?
It's actually quite simple. Every
You've
other
gone
wall has
around
something
touching up
hanging
all the
from it.
walls. Oh, I suppose you're right.
Patterns and
Yeah, we
recognition.
best not be late.
Right. Just something I thought I would bring
I don't know how much of a stickler the new chancellor is.
Respectable, but quite strict.
We haven't had
Yes,
a good meal
Did you meet
for
it?
a while.
Did you meet up with your shipwright? He was looking for you.
Oh, there's Christopher. Haven't seen him in the whole time.
One time. Actually, haven't seen him all day.
Just about.
Do you want to go in front of me?
It doesn't matter.
You can go in front of me.
Alright, stand by. Good.
That's all we get. Hello, students. Today's announcements are short. One thing to note: there will not be any more team sorting until the end of the event. Until after the event at the end of the week. I will remind everyone: take your free time to scout out defendable locations for this week's event. You will not have time to do so on the day, so do so while you can. With that said, today is the continuation of classes. Stella, Aqua, and Ignis, you will be with Professor Takia. Lumen and Terra, you will be with Dr. Dracon. And Umbra and Ventus, you will be with Professor Bombadil. That is all I have for you. You all are dismissed.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you think? Alright, potions.
No Alice, no Isaac.
I have not seen either. I have been doing some planning for our
How are
event
you?
with the Black
You'll
Fest.
receive somewhat shortly.
Yes, Isaac is unavailable.
David,
So,
Should we go
I've been tasked
I can
with,
discuss it later, but me
I
and
feel there,
Nora
Keisha,
have been planning
their
some
name
things.
is. I was asked to giving them a tour around Rosewood.
A few ideas, but I wasn't sure of the rules. However, we're supposed to meet with the Chancellor, and I can't even hear myself talk.
A lot of voices.
We'll meet you for class. We have some things we need to do.
Okay, I guess I'll go scouting. Where is our class at?
Ask the man in the black cloak. Oh, the doctor. He is. Oh, look, there's Isaac.
The one with the pointy legs?
No, the other one. The man.
Oh, the one with the. Well, I don't assume that sort of thing.
Alright.
Yes, we are to meet the
Yes,
Chancellor.
no more team sorting until the end of the event and use our free time to scout out locations.
Alright. Oh, yeah, right. We have to do that too.
We've actually,
I'll probably
me
spend
and
my day
Yoral
doing that
have actually
at some
come up
point.
with an idea.
Oh.
It would be best not to discuss it in the open, though.
Yeah.
Clearly not.
I was hoping
just
to get
call me up
to
whenever you
sort of
want to
arrange
discuss
a meeting so that we can all talk together about our plans.
Sorry? I didn't understand.
Is Alice still missing in action?
Kishu.
As of right now, yes.
Oh, yeah. Takuya.
Then I will speak to Stella after classes. Continue to waste my time.
God, our team sucks.
She does not seem happy.
I did not understand what happened.
We ask him. I mean, he's right
I
there.
don't know.
Don't worry.
Right, okay, yeah, this is getting weird. This is.
I won't.
The date usually make.
Okay, probably heard, but, where are we Professor Takuya now?
What's Takia's room?
What are you fucking talking about?
We'll
Stealth
get to there
tactics.
Alright, now he's empty.
Well, if you really like those books, I don't want to take them away from you.
There are plenty of areas to do talks private.
Okay, I'll see.
It's amazing how it goes from insanely loud to incredibly quiet in seconds.
Those thick doors, eh?
Not even leaving the room, it's just as you start leaving. Here it is.
Ooh, hold on. Neat.
Oh my goodness.
Check over here.
Not long enough.
Also seems to be fixed.
Oh, that one's loose.
I think it slides,
What?
but I think it's still attached somewhere.
Hmm?
No,
Ah, yes, at the
over
top.
here.
So it rolls on both.
Temptation to kick this ladder over and see it slide across is immense.
Well, no, I wouldn't deal with the injury.
I'll be fine.
You alright today, Isaac?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Don't do it anyway.
I'm fine.
Understood.
You trying to get up?
I was trying to read the book.
I can pick you up.
Oh wait, they have a desk for Spikey.
Actually, we should use this time to discuss a plan. Though I recommend we
Oh,
have
yeah,
someone
right.
watching out the door.
Makes sense.
I'll do it.
Mm.
I suppose I can. Oh,
Yeah, if you can.
you'd like.
Fran.
Oh, alright.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's okay. Okay, okay.
We'll move to the corner regardless, just in case.
Alright.
Anyways. Me and Aqua's leader, Hjorl, have been doing some thinking on a great defense. For starters, we have the observatory. That is a possible area we can use.
That's a good spot.
However, we can also use it as a distraction, make them think we're defending something there. While the real defense is on top of the library tower, with the ladders pulled up.
That's a good idea.
That's genius.
They'll spend all their
And-
time trying to push through the bottlenecks to get to the observatory. They make it there, they'll find nothing.
We're lacking in defense, students, so trickery and eliminating the rest of the teams is our best idea.
I mean,
That makes a lot of sense, yeah.
That is
using the terrain to our advantage for the lack of defense that we do have. It's very smart.
Both points have
Harder to
multiple
get
choke
there.
points. I still recommend keeping one person with the flag at all times. I personally volunteer to stay up there if no one else wants to, as I have good defense and offense.
Mm-hmm.
Might be smart.
Well, it seems like one of you has been keeping up with your studies. Christopher, solid plan.
Thank
I
you.
agree with your hypothesis there. But however, the battlefield doesn't always play the hypothesis. So we'll
Of
see
course.
if your strategy lays up when it happens, but it does have some good foundation. You should work with it.
It's a good idea.
Do you want us to
We'll be starting
sit
class
down?
soon, so everybody finish your conversations and
Of
get ready
course.
to partake in the class.
Then nobody argued with my idea.
Hey, Mitish.
Hey.
Suppose I'll see.
I'm a little tall. I can
Flawless victory.
table taller. I'll stay at front.
It seems like the only table for my size.
Then it's a perfect fit.
Ironically, the other tables are a little high for my taste.
Right. So, is everyone here?
I believe so.
I believe.
Alright then.
All three of
Let's
them.
cover our lesson
both
for
of
today.
them, him.
Well, we've talked about in our last class using your imagination to manipulate the field, taking in reconnaissance, how important that is. However, we're going to get into more advanced tactics come this class. stealth and coordination. While this may seem like a kind of innocent and foolish, of course, moment, actually putting it into practice and application is completely and utterly different than what you would perceive. Tell me, how would you send commands without saying them? Anyone have an idea? Zuku.
With hand motions.
Exactly. Murtesh, were you thinking the same thing?
Yeah, I was gonna say hand signals, sir.
Right. Hand gestures and hand signals, while they may look foolish at times, can represent emotion or an action that you want a team to partake without using your voice, which will leave you completely undiscovered. A very important tactic to a thief. We use them very often. Like this one. That'd be surround and charge. That's usually really good for trapping an opponent, barricading a small group, or getting to an objective quickly while causing confusion when we are discovered. Let's say like an artifact that's kept in the open, and the moment we grab it, some type of magic sigil or some marking will alert the guards. The moment we cause that confusion and we scatter, there's very little anyone can do about it. But anyway, talking about old escapades, we're going to be using hand gestures today. So please everybody, make sure you're paying attention for you will be being tested on these hand motions. Now, I will move to the center to display these actions. Have my notes on me, so don't mind me.
You need notes for the hand gestures?
As I displayed in that first one, this one will be surround the target. This is a circular motion that will tell all of your teammates to surround a certain objective. It will usually be whatever you are all looking at, so it usually won't be with any confusion. But if you do need to make a point of what that objective is, point, and then make the motion. Alice, you're late!
Apologies for being late, Professor. The flux got to me.
I see. Well, we're discussing hand motions today. These would be excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm tongue-tied. These will be signals that you can send to your teammates without using your voice directly. Today's lesson is all about making commands without using words. Do you understand?
Yes, Professor.
Alright. Well, we just talked about surround enemy or surround target. It'll be this motion. If you need to specify what that target is, point to it, and then make the motion. Right, everybody got that one?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Alright,
Yes, sir.
Let me look at my notes. Now here's going to be everyone's favorite one. Attack/rush. A straightforward jab forward. To tell your teammates, that is what we're going for, go all in on it. We will just call it attack rush, or forward. We'll call it forward. Forward will be more simple.
Air punch.
Air punch. I like jab, but air punch is fine. Jab is quicker.
That is stupid.
That will be when you want your team to move forward, or to attack an objective directly, with no positional necessity needed. I am sorry, I am very tongue-tied today. Right.
It's okay, sir.
So that one is a fairly simple one. I think you all can remember that one. Now this one, you probably won't know it specifically, but... Oh. Hold on a second. Temporal Force is trying to pull me. Give me a second. Right. So. Am I still good for everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Temporal Void was
I ain't saying
trying
sir.
to grab me, so I think I'm alright now. Anyway, so this action. T-pose. This is scatter. This will tell your allies or close by associates to scatter. It also represents what we would assume would be a scarecrow that used to scare. crows in the field. Oh. Well, Isaac, you're a team leader, correct?
Oh, sorry. Yes, sir.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Your situation is rather unique for this pose. So, if you could think of another action you can use for scatter, please use it at your discretion.
Professor Brock, I think Caleb Flux.
That works too. That's also another point I want to bring up that I brought up with the other group. While these going to be about 6 basic hand signs, in your groups you should think about making your own. Having some stratagem or something that you can use without communication will be to your benefit. Oh.
Temporal flux is getting to me too. Oh my god.
Are we good?
Yes.
Are you guys okay?
Are you okay?
Oh, I'm good now.
Okay. I'm feeling alright.
I think I'm okay for the moment, but let's continue the lesson while we're still on the topic. So, that pose, the scarecrow pose, scatter. Did everyone hear that?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Moving on with the notes.
You're hyped.
I'm always hyped, Dooku. I'm always ready.
You said that before.
Alright, Martesh. Energy is good, but if you don't know how to use it, then it's just wasted force. So anyway, hold position. This one is a famous one, probably used by military. We probably have our own spectator adjusting to this. It's a very straightforward position. Hold behind leader. And everyone will know that this is to hold solemnly like a rock. Right, not really much to go on that one. We'll keep it moving. Because the temporal flux seems to be wanting to get on me today. So, lower hand to your side, pushing away from you this way, retreat or fall back. This is a motion that's pretty direct. You'll understand it when you see it. No extra special commentary on this one, just tells your allies to fall back or move back. Alright, keep moving. So this one. Arms crossed in front of your body. Oh. This will be enemy ahead or enemy. Specifically, this will notion to your teammates that this is something that you do not want to go near or to avoid at all costs. Keep this motion in mind. This is a very powerful one to tell your allies that something bad is about to come. Very useful. Oh my, the temporal voices are finicky today. Right. And the last one that we'll go over today is the group on me. Hand above your head, like so. Anyway, specifically, with your hand over your head, people should know I like the fist because everyone can see the rock. And it makes it quite easy to signal. Everyone get this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Well, yes, sir.
Right. Now, it's fun to say all these things and to pretend as if we know how they work. But, say you actually run into a situation, will you remember to use this in the heat of the moment? I'd say let's put it to the test. Everyone, we're going to take a little bit of a field trip today. Let's go to the front yard with the tree, and I'll explain the rest later.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well, let's avoid
as soon as he's recovering.
Oh, by the way, hi, Alice.
On his time.
Oh, okay.
Hello? What are you doing?
I'll fist bump you if you want,
Never
Zuko.
mind.
Stop flirting, we're busy.
Hi, Alice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Catch up to your professor.
Surround, move forward, scatter, hold, retreat, enemy ahead.
One more time.
Forward. Point to specific surround, forward.
I'm kind of sick of being out of control. Let's just say I used to be in a prison.
You okay,
so
Zuzu?
If all you have is four walls to look at forever, then things get rather boring.
You all right?
Ron, you just killed him.
Can't believe you did that.
I guess we're getting back up. Never mind.
Don't worry.
All right.
Surround, forward,
I'm not going to lie.
I'll get him over.
scatter, hold,
He's gonna
Sorry we
disappear
thought
right
somebody
before
was
your
dying.
eyes.
It took us a minute.
enemy ahead. Okay.
Right, so let me just prepare something quickly, and we will go on with the lesson. I apologize for the pause, but now here's where things get interesting. Remember all the hand signs that I showed you?
Nope.
I want you all to use them in a practical application test that I'm going to give for you right now. So, with that in mind, what group thinks they have a grasp of the hand signals and can use it efficiently?
Well, Isaac, you got it?
Oh my, that's
I think I got them.
finicky.
I think I understand them really well.
Alright, is there any preference to who goes first? Since we have two squads?
You wanna go first? Fine for me.
That we will.
Alright.
Hands before beauty.
We're supposed to be working with these people, Isaac.
You're being quite interesting. A little crass, but... Alright. We'll take this up.
Well, we certainly know Isaac isn't beautiful.
Right, so everybody who's taking the first part, please come towards me.
I guess that's me.
This gives you time to practice.
I'm gonna mentally try and remember everything. I'll quickly.
I was actually going to ask.
Alright, well, this is a first training exercise, so I expect when you do these hand signs you might find better ones.
Okay.
It'll be something to practice with your team for events coming up in the future. But I digress. So, we're going to run a little bit of a 15-minute trial here. He pulls out a small stopwatch from his pocket. I'm going to time you for 15 minutes. Do you know where the barrier Aether Tech is? Does everyone here know where it is?
Yes, sir.
The thing that projects up there? Yeah.
Yes. I'm going to give you 15 minutes to get there in any way that you wish. However, silently would be the more optimum play in this scenario. When you continue further on, and if you do make noise, the scenario will change as does.
There's this one too.
But we're going for stealth. You have 3 tries to do this without being caught. I will tell you when you run into a situation where you get caught and explain my reasoning.
Oh, yeah.
But be prepared.
That one is group up on me.
Group up. Okay. Group
Okay.
up.
Any confusion? Anything else you want to ask before starting?
My question would be,
Any
are
way
there
to
any
reach it, sir.
signals to relay?
No specific way. There will be some planned obstacles that I have in mind. You'll have to use your imagination, of course, because I can't summon soldiers just to take some blows, but it will basically be as much of a straight shot over the bridge, this way, across the pond, and then to the device itself. Wow, this sounds easy in theory. The situation will be slightly different, so
Yes. Like, for
do be
example,
prepared.
sorry if I use you as a test. I'm gonna keep this.
Use me as a example.
The temporal flux may also be making my lesson a little bit harder, so if you do need a repeat of the instructions, please let me know.
Then.
Are we forced along the one path?
Just trying to remember, we've also.
If you could find another path, then please take it. I'd be interested to see what you do. Do you have a plan? I'm curious. But I'll leave that for the imagination. Don't tell me.
Be a little bit faster than that.
Alright, with that in order, I will start your 15 minutes
Hold.
now.
She does look very calculating. Has a lot on her mind, probably.
And retreat.
No, no. No, we're not running around the entire place.
Hold position. Near the teleporter here, there are 2 guards. It seems they have booby-trapped the teleporter, that if anyone goes through, it'll send off a magic signal, alerting the guards of any type of movement. The guards are facing into the portal right now, not looking specifically behind them. They are lazing about. They are on low guard. What will you do?
Come on, you're on the front. That means go. That means go. That means go. That means go.
The 2 guards have been knocked out.
Well, now what, O valiant leader? Dragging the bodies.
The bodies have been hidden and are out of sight. Unfortunately, due to your actions, you have triggered the trap. The alert has been raised.
Yeah. Saw that one coming.
I wanted to tell him, but I couldn't.
Yes.
Be prepared for the soldiers to be more on their guard.
Be the pickman you really want to be. Waddle to your death.
Hold position. Over the ridge, since the alarm has been alerted, there are 2 long-range bow and arrow rest on the hill. Their sight is long, but you do have cover in between. And you do have options. No basic forces are on the ground to block you. What will you do?
If you teleport again and trigger the trap, I'm going to be upset. Where are you going? What is this plan? Isaac, are you brain dead? You could probably jump to Ignis from here.
With that, the guards have been knocked out clean. There was no time in between, thus your call has been silent. You are still hidden. If your goal was counterintelligence, it has worked. There is no one on this path. As they're all looking for the portal, your direction is good.
Swear to God, if this works, I'm gonna be pissed. Bum rush and murder, that's my tactic.
With your information, you see the two bow and arrowists from the hill below you. You've adeptly taken down the two arrowists, and again, with good synchronization. Your cover has not been lifted.
They call me the Punch.
Congratulations. You have made it here without breaking your cover. I would give you a strike, but I have to ask a question first. Isaac,
Of course, sir.
was it your intent to allow yourself to be discovered with the first alarm?
Yes, sir. It would be obvious that the portal they'd be looking for would be the one closest to it. If there was a trap,
thought
it was where
so.
they would expect us to attack from.
This is why I'm good at defense.
I thought so. That's why you took the long way around and you took out all the remaining guards and
Defense is my
the
thing.
airlist.
Always has been.
Clever.
Attack?
Very
I don't know,
clever.
you just throw people till they die.
Well, then I rescind my strike. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
You have all done. Your group has done this the fastest and has
Flawless
taken out
victory.
all opposition. Very good. Very good.
Thank you, sir.
Right. Now, with this in mind,
well
keep
done.
it in mind that you should adapt hand signs and other gestures that will work to your advantage. You're a good leader, Isaac. You do know how
Don't
to
tell
lead your
that.
team. You also had a very good point of synchrononously taking out both guards at the same time, allowing none of them to make a sound. That was very important. And that was what could have been the success or the end of your plan very quickly.
Thank you,
Good
sir.
job. Right, but enough praise. We should head back. Good job.
Of course.
Oh, there was one other objective that I forgot to mention, but you all did it with more than enough time. There was actually... No, wait, I did make a mention of it. The 15 minutes, right?
Yes.
Sir.
You did it in 10.
I figured we had enough time to go over the large rock bridge.
Right, that's why. It's another push on the first lesson of creativity that you all learned before. And you're using it to your advantage. Quite well. The plan is great until it actually is executed. When it's executed, it becomes a whole different story entirely. But I'm pleased to see that you all stuck to the plan. Nobody divulged and nobody went out of their way.
Of course.
So, do you have any questions about the lesson itself, or curious about my teaching methods?
Personally, no, sir. I believe that went fairly well. It was enjoyable.
Right. Well, I'm glad. Because this will be a big piece for stealth work in the future. We don't use words, but we use more of our hand gestures in certain situations. However, I will say that it is more difficult to run a larger team, as you need to divulge who does what. You do have more manpower, of course, but then also enacting all that manpower at once can be quite difficult.
I was putting them through some practice.
What are you having them try some of the hand signs?
Because had one side as ally, one side as enemy, the allies would do signals against the enemy. And then it would switch.
Ah, very nice, very nice. That's also a very creative way of doing it. I approve.
Legs
Very
hurt
nice.
a lot.
Chancellor, they did very well. 5 minutes on the objective, and they took out all necessary watchers. Non-lethal, of course.
Good to hear.
Right. Now, who will be next?
Us, Aqua is a bit short.
We are a
And
small.
We'll get it done nice and quick.
Right.
I'm sure.
Well, I'll give you the option. Do you want to do it in separates, or do you want to combine together as a team?
What do you think? It's fine by me either way.
Yeah, I don't mind. It's supposed to get to that way.
Where did Ellis go?
Right.
And we're gonna do it.
Oh, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. She's
However,
gone again.
With this in mind, I'll also be holding you to a high regard and giving you a little bit more of a difficulty steep. Seeing as you have more members now than the previous 5. Then, wait, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, a little bit more difficulty jump. I'll give you a little bit more of a twist, but everything will be sorted. So, the objectives as stand. You have 15 minutes to get to the aetherite barrier projector. I believe that's what we're calling it. I don't remember. But you know where to go, right? Everybody knows where it is?
I believe I do, yes.
Yes. Basically, where the light is in the sky.
Yep.
Big beam.
You have yes, the big beam. Thank you, Murtash. You will go to where the big beam is located at the base, and then touch it. Simple as that. Simple as that. But there will be objectives on the way for you to do, so keep that in mind. You have 15 minutes to get there. Any way you want to go, that'll be fine. Just remember, if you do something loud or do something that obviously would get you caught, the alert will be raised, and thus things will occur because of this. I won't spoil specifically what happens, but try to be on your guard.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Try to use all that you learned.
Yes, sir.
He pulls out a small
Yes, sir.
stopwatch. Your 15 minutes starts now.
All right.
Alright, let's go.
Heading straight forward.
Quite a bold tactic.
Well, it worked, and it worked well.
Oh, not ours.
The goal was accomplished, and I guess that's what
Oh,
matters.
theirs.
It's running full sprint.
No
I mean-
formation. Just straight up.
No cover.
No hand signals.
As long as the person giving the hand signals is in front, none of that should really matter in the end.
I think we did that
Did
whole
they
10
even
minutes without
decide?
talking.
We did.
The entire team doesn't know what their objective is going over the bridge. It's happening. Hand signals are important.
Sometimes the head of the formation is in the middle instead of the front. So you always need to keep a good eye on them.
Indeed.
A net formation is a good example of that. If you remember what that
We
is.
lost Alice.
You did indeed.
So it would seem.
They never came out of that canyon.
Leave the black scatter.
Chancellor, I don't think you're going to be able to talk to Stella all at once at this rate.
Do you need me to leave?
Not yet.
Okay, cool.
So how did your part go?
It went quite well, sir. We went through the entire exercise, apparently faster than any of the other teams for us. And we did it all without speaking a word.
Good. I just have a worry that one of the two on that group will mess it all up for the rest.
I have belief in them. They can do it.
I don't believe before they left they decided who was in charge either.
I would wait. Did they?
They did.
Oh, wait. Then who's giving the hand signals?
Good question.
Well, we'll find out once they come back.
How many team captains are on that team?
Two.
Oh God. Huh.
Should be interesting.
What if we don't see them again?
Then they're all dead, Murtash. They've all died in the canyon.
Really?
No, they're fine.
Do you mean that?
We will see them again.
Memory.
Are you sure?
I can guarantee it.
Okay.
Win or lose, we will see them. Unless you go blind.
Depends on how badly they lose.
Right, but not.
I don't want to go
not
blind.
all
Such
of
an
them.
embarrassment for them to die on a small walk.
If they screw up so badly, they'll have a ship back. I dare one of them to scream in from the crowd. I dare him.
I am sorry about all the noise. But my eyes appear to be dying. It's holding his face again.
It's a nice day out, huh?
It is. But I will say I'm
Very
proud of you all.
sunny.
You did very well.
Are you complimenting us? It's weird. I don't like it. Take it back.
So, what would you say that the symbol that you use the most?
On me. With the occasional halt. And a couple attack my target. I do believe we need one for retrieve or gather. There's a little bit of confusion at the portal. Something simple. In. Should be good. Any other signals you believe that would have been useful there?
Nope.
Not that I can think of currently.
I gotta get back into the edge.
When did that
Snack
thing
time?
arrive?
Earlier.
Thing.
What?
I'll check upon the other professors.
Where? Where is
The
it?
cat across.
Wait, which cat?
Bellicosa purchased to keep the island tidy.
Oh, that cat. Okay. I got scared.
Oh.
That it might have been the other cat.
What other cat?
Is there another cat?
Alright. Grim.
I think they want to eat me in my
Scared of
sleep.
them. Wouldn't surprise me. Someone of their temperament.
Well, every place needs their low-life scum. We have Grim. I'm not saying that one out loud. I'm just thinking it. Busy morning for you, Isaac.
I had a bit of a medical
Ah, I see.
Today hasn't been great.
I'm glad you're doing all right now.
Well, as all right as it gets.
And that's what matters.
Chancellor, I had a quick question.
I forget what those things
Yes?
are called.
For
Vidiri. They're from Droza.
for the event taking place in a couple of days, is it allowed to move some of the ladders, specifically the ones in the tower and the library?
Temporarily.
Of course,
Yes.
we will not be destroying them.
Interesting. Then yes, I don't see an issue with that as long as they returned.
Of course. Perfect.
I'm assuming the plan is to be at the top of the library then.
Well, one person will
Out
be.
of buildings. I said in the announcements yesterday, no buildings or high places. That was specifically intended to stay out of the main building.
I will be
Could
honest.
we put a
I
decoy in
don't
there that might
remember
make the other
hearing
team
that.
think?
Considering there is no way in hell you are going to be in there.
Still might trick them into going in there.
I announced it as part of the rules. If they get tricked into going in there, they're stupider than I thought.
Is stupider.
Fair point.
Well, new plan.
Deception might be our best defense. Place it in the area. Leave it relatively unguarded, but decent enough, well hidden. And appear as if we are guarding an entirely separate area, and we can focus on the combat, defeating our enemies.
Do they have any way
Perhaps
of
have a
tracking other
secondary
than
force?
finding us?
Repeat?
Do they have any way of tracking the thing we're hiding other than just seeing us around it?
They will be given a very vague idea of where you all are. Other than that, no. Just
how you are defending it.
Okay.
That could work.
A vague idea of where the defenders are or where the flag is.
yes. Where the flag is.
Okay.
So we'll have to hide it close.
Perfect. Not necessarily.
Depends on
Just
how
have to
big
hide
the vague area
it somewhere
is.
that. Just have to hide it
If
somewhere
it's-
that looks the same as somewhere else.
For example, if it is beyond the infirmary, that's a very large area. We can look as if we are defending the gazebo, while it is, in fact, underneath the bridge. That kind of thing. Doesn't need to be that specifically, but...
I would recommend highly you talking about this with the other teams. Part of your group.
Yes.
Just brainstorming while we wait, ma'am.
Of course.
Hopefully they'll be done soon.
Well, they're making a straight line for us. Can't be that long.
True.
Surprised.
Maybe they'll go a full stealth route and won't take out the guards.
You will went the longest way around, and yet took the shortest amount of time. Everyone else went that way.
We did
How long's it
only
been?
take out 6 people.
None of the
Oh
others
my.
took out practically anybody. 2 by the bridge. That was about it.
Is hello.
Afternoon.
Plus Murtesh.
I was including you.
Thank you.
For the day, your team Stella.
Yes, sir.
At least when it comes to chores and this class.
Myrtella.
Right.
What? What is
Myrtella.
Sorry, I said that out loud. What is what were the chores?
It's like you're like a princess, Myrtella.
That's not what I meant. What? Do you need me to do anything? I can help.
Yes, one class is over. We need to sweep the first and second floor of the main building.
Okay. I can do that.
Shouldn't take too long.
Thank you, Myrtella.
You're welcome.
Counselor. Chance, sorry.
Yes.
Do you know by
Christella?
chance,
It's not that good.
where, Brock...
Christella?
I believe it is by the warehouse currently.
Alright. Other students were wondering.
Myrtella still sounds better.
It does.
Anyway, so... I'm hungry.
Might as well.
I don't think they'll let me eat anymore, though. I already ate quite a bit. I'll hold out. I'll prevail.
But we are on rations. I'm sure you haven't been taking more than a regular portion.
Of course not. I wouldn't.
Wasn't it you who ate like 2 plates of pizza one day? For breakfast.
I didn't eat the next day, I'm pretty sure.
That's awful for your body.
Man, I wonder when they're coming back. Huh.
Literally right now. Wrong group.
Are they?
Nope.
And here comes
Abdel.
Alice as well.
Abdel is coming.
They saved her from the canyon.
One
Where's the rest of
Is
everyone?
your team done?
We're coming. Yes, we're done.
They'll die.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
No, to your dismay. We didn't.
They're all dead.
We did get you
Well,
shot.
thank God I got worried.
Well, how quick did you do it?
A little faster than you guys, but like I said, we got 2 strikes, so not as good as you guys.
Welcome back. How'd it go, Zuku?
Oh, it went good. We had a
You call that good?
few issues.
Few issues?
2 issues.
Right. So, Chancellor,
Wrong.
the group combination did okay. They stumbled a little bit in the beginning. They were a little bit too quick for the head rush. Which...
The head rush?
I have to say that some hand signs were misconstrued and that the team was not in synchro. But...
Synchro.
They did pull it out in the end, and thus did not accrue the final strike. They gained 2 out of the 3 that I have.
And we got none.
Interesting.
That's right. So, let's summarize today's lesson, everyone. Stealth is of great importance when it comes to knowing your enemy, being able to study them, creating diverse plans to deal with them, and thus executing said plans.
God, I suck as a leader.
While it's great to move at a fast pace and get to those objectives beforehand, sometimes the plan does not go as accordingly as you would expect, and thus you need to improvise. This is why having the stealth options and not being able to be heard always gives you an advantage. You can adapt to a situation readily and be able to take care of it the moment you come across it. Alright, well, any questions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir!
And I would heavily recommend you consider the stealth options next time, Ignis and Aqua. The reason I had heavily suggested, you scout out areas. Stealth is going to be vital in the upcoming event. And if you take it for granted, your team's going to lose.
Well, in the words of the headmaster, I would have probably used a little bit softer terminology, but she is right when it comes down to the finer text. If you don't use these stealth tactics to your advantage, you will be defeated by more stealthy and more synchronous crews. And I want to see everyone play
opportunity. The second you are noticed, opportunities leave.
And I want this to be a battle that's fair in between the actual integrity and intelligence of both crews. I don't want it just because of one crew knowing more than the other. Right, then if there are no other questions, then my class is complete for the day. Continue to make your own hand signs and develop your own for your team. You will need them in the future.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks. Thanks, sir. Thank you, Professor.
And with that,
I've made mental notes of everything.
Yes.
What should speak to?
Of course.
My office now.
Wow.
Am I supposed to go with them? I don't think so.
No.
What's going on?
No, 'cause I'm not officially them, so I'm not gonna go.
We have a meeting with the Chancellor. Your guess is as good as mine. I have a hunch.
As do I.
Just from somebody with experience, don't risk it.
Risk is all what life is about, mate. No risk, no reward.
Oh god. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Ah.
Well then. I've tried to have this conversation 4 times today. And each and every time, one of you has been dead set on being absent, taking too long at breakfast, conversing with someone, whatever it might be. I suggest you do not waste my time again.
Never do.
Yes, ma'am.
Isaac, you had said that your team was going to practice in the arena this morning. Why were you not there?
I had a medical issue, ma'am.
I'll allow that to slide at this once. On to the note I was planning on discussing. Christopher! Why exactly did you think it was wise to burn the team captain sigil off of Isaac's name? In front of the main building?
Purely a whim.
Really?
Yes.
I find it incredibly hard to believe that, sir.
Well, it's the truth. Very well.
But if you're going to continue to lie to me,
That is
then I
not a lie.
suppose
It was literally a whim.
Team Stella has done nothing but waste my time, all of you. All of you are focused too heavily on your emotions to get things done. So I'm going to make something very clear. By the end of the day today, you will choose permanently your team captain.
Oh dear.
And because of your stupidity, Christopher,
Yeah, that's all
no one will
coming.
be allowed to vote for you, and you will not be allowed to vote. And I'm tempted to give Ellis the same punishment for so consistently being late and wasting my time. Be glad I am not.
Thank you, Chancellor.
I expect you all to tell me what you choose by the end of the day.
Yes, ma'am.
So I suggest you hurry up. Now, that is all. Get out of my office.
Rightio. I'm going to die for a bit.
Go be with someone in the library.
I was gonna go up there and break my leg on the ladder like Ivian did, but then the doc told me that if I do that, then I won't be able to move, and that would suck. So I'm not gonna do that anymore.
No, that probably wouldn't be the best option.
What is Archer? Sweeping? I'll go get that ready.
I won't bother you. I'll make sure that I'm on time. I don't want to keep whoever's up there waiting.
Why? Is that something going on?
Oh, someone just wanted to see when our class was going on.
Alright then, I won't keep you. Off you get.
See you soon, Grim.
See ya. Ivian, I'll do. Alright.
I suppose it must be you.
Ivian?
And so are you?
Mister, was it you that knocked on my door?
Yeah, it's...
Come on in.
You're not speaking, mate.
From the other day, I still choose you.
Thank you.
Wow, look at that talent. 2 brooms. Didn't know what to say.
Well, I understand that
Yeah, Isaac's team leader, who cares? I should really stop doing things on a whim. It gets me in trouble. Nothing set the fire like a burning rage or something. I don't know. I'm out of it.
Figured.
While there may not be much camaraderie, or trust, or even friendship among us, we are an effective
Are you counting brooms?
It's called preparing for our activity, Byron.
Okay. I don't see
Thank
the
you.
point.
I believe we should
3,
start sweeping.
4.
First, we should get Matesh. While we're here enough.
He went to the auditorium last I checked. Let me go get him.
Alright. Perfect. Thank you.
Ah, hey, sorry. What's up?
Come on, it's time to do chores.
Oh, okay.
What are you guys talking about out there? Are you voting on team lead or something, sir?
would recommend that if Byron asks anything, yes, he is in there. You simply ignore him. He is poking his nose where it doesn't belong.
I'm sure he just got an earful.
I'm going to get another broom.
Of course.
I'll start down the hall.
Alright, Makash. Alright. 5 of us, and the bottom floor is a little bit larger. You and I will be taking the top floor.
Okay. I think I can handle that.
Looks like Isaac's been doing things.
Do you really think I care about you, Byron?
Alright, upstairs.
Alright, hang on. Gotta love it. Family. There we are. Put my wrist straps on. Don't want to throw my controllers. This is going to be a dull and boring day.
Open the door for you.
Okay.
I'm sweeping. Brr. I hate sweeping RP. This area looks clear. Where's Sorley?
We're not ready, and that's fine by me.
Finish your area.
Have to go put these back, or do we gonna go
Yes.
help number one?
Good.
We can go help them if they're not done.
The more brooms, the better.
All hands make quick work.
I'm a professional. Professional sweeper.
Don't know about that.
Sweep Pro.
I've
again?
come to realize I might have forgotten one of the rules.
Oh, and that is?
Apparently we're not
Reporting
allowed
for
in the
duty.
main building.
What else needs to be swept?
Ah. That would put a damper on that plan.
Yes.
We could still do the same thing just with, someplace else.
Additionally, they're given a vague idea of where the flag is, so we should pick areas a little closer.
Aye.
My next plan
Maybe one where
is
we
the
can...
arena, if it is allowed. I still have to ask about that.
Should probably speak somewhere a little more private.
Of course.
Probably.
That's why we're not going to the arena.
I was actually hoping to ask the professor about something that might aid with the plan, but I'll see if I can get a word with him.
Are you alright?
Why would I not be?
Curious.
So,
I will
instead,
not ask if you don't want me to.
you are more than welcome to ask. But now is not the time for that talk.
Will there ever be a time for talk? Christopher.
Usually night, on the roof. It's apparently where I get all my talking done.
I know.
I do try to go other places, but scheduling's always hard.
Busy.
As are others. She seems upset. She didn't even, actually talk. Then again, neither did I. That's, that's fair. Let's see. Who do I need to talk to still?
Were you the one that knocked? What's that? He is a reason. Of course.
Oh, I'm getting cold. It's because I opened the door, let out all the heat.
Any particular reason you two are waiting?
No.
Sorry, I think I accidentally found something weird. I'm back. What needs to be swept now?
I believe we're mostly done.
I see. Should I put the broom back?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to go do some quick scouting of other areas we can set up our defense. I will see you all later. Are you busy, Yorl?
Not really. I was hoping to catch on the teachers once they'd finished talking, but I'm sure I'll have time to do that later.
Like to do some scouting with me?
Of course.
I've had a bit of an idea. I'd love to go into detail, but unfortunately...
No, I understand.
Sorry, Nuki, was there an issue?
Where did Ty go?
Ty's working on.
With me. I'm assuming there's most likely something in the rules stating we can't go out of the walls.
I would imagine so.
Do you think this counts as a building? It is
would
quite
hazard to
open.
say, perhaps. It is quite open.
Regardless, this is my plan.
Does it meet up with the arena? I see. We could have.
We could
what were you
have
thinking, having the main group in.
Correct. They'll think we've buried the flag or something. We could make some fake mounds, act like we're trying to deceive them. When in reality, the flag is sitting up here, and we'll have someone watching that area like a hawk.
Aye. The other thing I was
Gap
thinking,
there.
what I was hoping to talk to the professor about, some method of communication, like with the hand signal, but further distance. I don't know, maybe like some sort of flare or some such. I don't know, be able to get something like that together, so that maybe if you thought that perhaps you'd been seen or something, you could set out some sort of way of letting the rest of the group know to regroup on you and do like a last-ditch defensive attempt rather than...
A simple thing we could do
Or the other way
is
around,
maybe
so that we
like a
could let you
fire.
know when we've fallen. A fire, that could work.
I do know of,
Obviously, originally I was expecting us to be a little further apart, so...
well,
But
unfortunately, if the main area is the arena and training ground area, and this falls under it, they'll be looking into those two areas. Not many people know of this area. I doubt anyone's going to
Right.
check the wall.
I think it's a good call. I like it. I like it a lot.
I will ask the Chancellor by the end of the day if this is a suitable area.
Alright.
Or if it counts
Do let me
as
know
a
what she
building.
says.
I'll try to do it before nightfall, but she does appear to be a busy person.
Alright. Okay. Well, I'll keep my eye out for maybe other slots just in case we get the no, but it'd be nice to know as
Do
soon as
make
possible.
sure. Don't tell Ignis yet. We have to make sure it works before we tell anyone.
Aye.
Also, the less we
I'll
talk
agree
about
with
it, the less likely it is to leak out.
I also think it might be a good idea to try and convince some of our fellow team members to see if they can't, talk some information out the other teams. I know a few of them are close with some of the other teams, but...
Or even better, counterintelligence.
I sent out some fake information.
For example, only the three
Maybe-
leaders know the actual plan. We tell all the others
Maybe
about
we
the
don't tell
mound
them.
idea.
Aye.
And then on the day, we switch it up.
I like that.
Regardless, we shouldn't be up here for too long. We can say it's
No,
a
we don't want to be
vantage point
seen,
for
of course.
scouting.
Right. That should work.
While I am not as smart on the offense as Isaac, defense is my specialty.
I see. Well, yes, I hope we get the okay for that. 'Cause I do like that place a lot. That's a very good one.
Yes, it's a very good idea. Otherwise, the cliff at the observatory would also work. We could do something. I'm unsure how we'll deceive people up there. Perhaps we use multiple mounds that we create beforehand. Make like a guessing game on which one it's buried under.
Yeah. Don't know if there's any like nice little alcoves in the cliffs over there to perhaps hide in.
There is a cave, but it is warded off. I don't believe we're allowed entry.
I see. I'll see if I can think of anything else in the meantime, but yeah, do let me know once you know.
Of course.
Hopefully we can get together with the other teams and at least sort of prepare some offensive tactics as well.
Yes.
I think if this works the way we want it to, when it comes to defense, we're golden.
Oh, of course.
Christopher,
Abdel?
we're fucked.
In which situation? This one or another one?
This one.
Understood. What do you need?
It's not what I need, it's what the others are going to need you for eventually.
Why the hell are you out here?
Like I was saying.
You heard me. Why the hell are you out here?
For scouting?
I saw you by the gate. By the gate.
Yes, we went up on the wall. I was going to ask, is that area allowed for the
Said
event?
buildings.
Didn't know if it counted as a building. It's more of a wall.
was built, wasn't it?
Understood. Trying to think outside the box a little bit.
Again, I would suggest having this conversation with your entire team and all 3 captains.
Of course. We'll need an idea to present, though. She is very upset at me.
Yeah, no fucking shit. Because some certain Lumen member called you out on it.
Let me guess. Byron. Or Grim.
Obviously.
No. Oh well. All I did was lose the chance to be voted for and or any voting rights for Stella's team leader. Which is now Isaac, but I don't mind. Apparently on a whim is lying to the Chancellor. Who knew?
Whatever, I'll leave you to whatever the hell you were doing before, just...
We're scouting for the event upcoming. Though all of my ideas are apparently against the rules.
Getting shot down.
Even the observatory?
Buildings are off limits.
Why?
So we don't use the main building. It's a castle.
Great, well, whatever.
I should have asked about the arena.
I think there's still some there in the training grounds. I know that Zuko and Kai were having a star.
No, we're talking about ideas for an area to scout out, make a defensive plan.
Without the wall, the arena's not such a prime place.
Are you kidding? It has one main entrance and no other way in. That's a major choke point. There's no real way to sneak in there, unless you know of any secret entrances.
I mean, you could say the same about just standing outside of the observatory. Not
Yeah, you can
inside,
climb the
technically, and there's still the
walls.
choke point all the way.
You can climb the cliffs if you're daring enough. But enough discussing this in the open.
Anyone's gonna... okay.
Well, I have people to find.
Obviously.
Well, there's a less chance of
Grab your arm.
impalement.
Carlos, you
He's
joined
gonna
us.
try to kick you in the chest.
I told most of the people that I would be available at night. I have some time to waste.
You're right. You seem tired.
I'm perfectly fine.
Sure.
Lack of sleep, but I'll be fine.
Thanks in other words, but say so.
They're just punching each other until one gets knocked out.
Well, knocked down.
This isn't good.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
going for a punch, but is also kicking down your chest.
Oh.
What do you say, Lothario? How about a spar?
Tackle?
No, thank you. I'm fine. I don't think it'd be a
You'd be surprised.
match.
Abdel's beating me.
From here. Just...
I'm terrible at fighting.
Grab your.
I suck with my weapons.
Maneuver you over him.
I still think I'm going to refrain. Sorry.
I see.
At least
I
for the
figured
moment.
Figured it'd be good training for the event upcoming.
It was close.
Hey, Lyra.
Oh, you think so?
Yes, of course.
Do you want to spar with Christopher?
You're both equally matched, I would say.
Spar?
Yes.
Actually, a spar.
I've never sparred before. If you don't
I'm in the
mind.
same boat.
Kicks down your leg.
Please don't lash out any of my eyeballs with your whip. That is all I ask.
I won't.
Oh, guys. For now.
Sorry if I seem nervous. I haven't actually sparred with anyone yet.
It'll be good training for the upcoming event.
Just for a rush.
Okay.
It'll be easy. If I can beat him, you can beat him.
You had a spear.
I don't think I'll beat him, but I have to start somewhere, right?
That's 1-1.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Hey,
You okay? You okay?
nice.
Besides,
Yeah.
I could probably do with trying to learn more about using the whip.
That's 2
I haven't had it for too long.
Side.
I will admit, whips aren't really weapons, but you do you.
Sorry, what did you say?
You won.
I mean, they
Well-
hurt like a bitch, so technically
That
they
is
still
their
work as a
only-
weapon.
Alright.
Right, but if you can tank the one hit and
Yeah, I'm
grab the
fine.
whip, the whip is now basically useless.
Maybe. Like, don't use something too powerful.
Yours is 3.
Yeah, just a shoulder.
Yeah.
You could
It's
infuse
fine.
the whip, so that way, if it has an
Just lessen
element,
the pain a bit,
it can't
that's
be ill.
Any bruises or anything.
I'll still grab it.
Those can stay.
It fares
Way to
some
make me
damage.
nervous.
Don't worry.
Abdel,
Feels warm and fuzzy again.
were you able to inform the High Chancellor?
Yeah, I was.
Nothing.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's fine.
That was good.
It was something happened earlier. It's fine now.
Just
Wait, what happened?
Yeah, I went pretty hard on.
Just
Just
spotting.
a misunderstanding.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes.
That's kind
Okay.
of my favorite technique. It's like
Is any of you
very loose.
interested in doing a sparring match?
Yes.
Deadly, but it's
That's
The two of us.
Oh.
Forgive
Are
me
you
for
done?
being a little nervous. I've never done a spar
we
before.
tied.
I see.
Did you lose? Please tell me you lost.
We tied.
Aw, boring.
It was best of 2, and like I won 1, he won 1. So
Let's see.
That's boring.
Both fared
We'll
pretty
do
well.
the 3-hit rule. Only one round. First one to 3 hits wins.
Okay.
Oh, finally got the spar with you. I'm gonna go
Distance
just wander about.
benefit Lyra.
Yeah.
It's like Mr. Takuya
I'll
said.
see you around.
It'll be a learning experience.
Yeah, that actually sounds great.
All good for you?
Not too informed,
Yeah,
but has everyone been through combat training or experience?
I mean, I have. I did it 2 days ago. You were there.
Yes, I remember. You two. But how about the others?
Oh, yes.
I believe it's her first time.
Concerned about it being your first time, Lyra, if that's correct?
Mm-hmm. It was my first time sparring, but I don't have a lot of experience with combat, admittedly.
I see. But, this first time sparring, are you okay with feeling pain? I guess.
That is part of sparring.
I mean, it's part of the experience, right?
If anything
Yes,
hurts,
I got a
still
quick
have
spar
couple
with
in me.
Mr.
I mean, I'm also
Not
support too, so I'm always
I
here.
know.
I have to do everything.
Yeah.
Had a quick spar with
Well, is there
Kai.
anything you'd recommend?
We do have two
I'm just
supports.
We I know.
I'm still sad that you didn't get your ass beat.
Sorry?
Oh,
If it is a
shut up,
comfort,
you.
we do have two supports at the ready.
Oh, what?
So were anything to go awry,
Or I'm gonna tickle you.
I see.
You're in
I
perfect
just
dick
wanted to make
punching
sure,
range.
like,
I hope you know
you were
this.
prepared with feeling pain
boy.
and those what comes after.
I was
sparring.
really hoping to beat up someone taller. I'm going to feel
I
bad
bet you
about
can
this
heal
one.
that if you do that.
Well, I have to start somewhere, right?
Please.
That's indeed true.
Okay.
Oh, they're starting.
Christopher,
Okay.
Yes.
just to be sure, I'm not aware of this 3-hit rule. Can you explain it to me?
I believe it's what we're going to be using for the event. It's you take 1 or 2 hit, or 2 to 3 hits, was it, and you're down?
3 hits, I think.
Yes, 3 hits, and then that is the end of combat.
And are you using hand to hand or using weapons?
I will be using my weapon.
Only shield though.
So I guess I'll be using mine.
See, is there gonna be any use
That's quite the
of
range.
magic or spell
No.
or prana?
I don't believe magic would be.
I need to learn
Very
how to use
practical.
magic. I don't know how to use it yet.
I can help.
Yet.
I can help.
Alright. Is there anything else I need to be aware of?
To learn on our own first.
You never are able to learn something all by
Which is
yourself.
quite late.
It's never good.
But no, I believe that's it.
Well, yeah, no shit.
One bout, first to 3 hits wins the round.
Yes, we're only going to do the 1 round, as it is quite late.
Alright.
Yeah, by the way, I think I'm probably gonna just skip it after this.
Okay.
That is fair.
Are both sides ready?
Ready
Yes.
as I'll ever be.
On go. 3, 2, 1, go!
Well, where do you go? God.
I feel
careful
every
with
day.
that thing.
Yeah.
Step back
Oh,
a bit,
sorry.
I think it will be a good idea.
Yeah, we'll move this way for now.
There we go.
Sorry.
Quite the range, but nothing I can't deal with.
A strong arm to be able
Man,
to.
she's- What do you mean? That's a wig. Not that.
But just swing like metal bolt stuff. I mean,
No.
One hit.
It's hard to block these. Oh.
How come you're just using the shield?
I don't like my sword that much. Not a big fan.
How come?
It's a little sharp for my taste.
That's fair. I assume it's also because it's my first time.
Partially.
First one was me again.
Knees your knee. Like kicks your knee. Sorry.
Let's have a 2 and like I on 1 and you on 1.
2-2.
Ow. Ow.
Sorry.
I got my nose.
I was aiming for your chest.
It's okay.
It's really hard to aim low.
It's okay. I'm a bit short. Just a good punch in the nose is all.
Here, let me check.
I'm fine.
Your nose isn't a good one.
Lasario, can you, do...
Kai has above me.
Are you feeling okay?
Yes, perfectly fine.
You're in
I
room?
notice a bunch of
You sure?
scratches and marks along his legs.
Use your height as an advantage. You literally
That's not
spun around
okay,
his
yeah.
legs.
Something I should note. Can't
Well, I
feel
figured
pain.
if I was small, I should use that to my advantage.
How are you still walking?
You also notice his knee looks to be severely injured.
Yeah, okay, no, yeah, we're fixing this. Okay. Hey, today's stars to show no signs tomorrow. When the renewal of spring comes new life, the lily blooms in the absence of shivers. A delicate flourish.
I'm gonna go lay down in the box.
He gently grabs your knee. It feels really warm and fuzzy and tingly.
I'm sure it feels great.
Oh, yeah, can't feel anything.
Just because I'm tired.
That looks okay to me.
You okay?
Feels good as new.
Good job.
Because I have to move my legs.
Sorry, I like making these jokes.
Well, I guess that means I can
They are funny.
Thank you. Sorry for hitting you in the
That was a lot of fun.
I'm sorry. I was aiming for like
You're good.
chest and such, but
Hey, it's okay. After all, I am pretty small, so I imagine it'd be a little hard. Either way, though, I had fun.
yes, it was very fun.
Thanks for being my first spar.
You're the one that took your leg.
Anything else?
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't give you.
I think it was fun. I just hope it was fun for you too. You seem to know a lot more about combat.
I just take my time
Yeah?
observing the opponent first.
I'm just glad I actually managed to get a few hits in you.
Yes, do be gentle on my knees, of course.
That's pretty well, actually.
After all, we've just rushed on.
Yeah, sorry.
If one of those are to break,
'Cause I know I
don't
kicked
leave
your knee.
me the event.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Oh, it is
broken bones.
He says he's.
You sure?
Oh yes, I didn't feel a thing.
Don't ask me why.
Yes, I'd love to.
Didn't feel a thing? Nothing at all?
Yes, nothing at all.
You didn't need to. Just being absolutely sure.
Wait, so what if I do poke, poke, poke?
See, if I wasn't looking, I wouldn't know you're poking me.
One thing I need to keep in mind whenever you have to think. Some people are a menace.
Poke! Poke! Poke!
Grain or something.
Zuko.
One of these days I want to
Yes,
have a spar
I
with you.
cannot feel anything.
Yeah, what's
You
up?
may remember I have
I
been
was
struck
about
in
to
the
ask
chest
why
with a
not now,
lightning
but I'm
bolt.
sure you're exhausted. I did see you on the ground for a moment.
True, you did tell me that during Dr. Falcor's class.
And it really hurt. And then I didn't feel it anymore. And then I didn't feel anything anymore.
Real quick, RP card. my head.
I imagine that can be
thing is at
dangerous,
3%. I need
Which is very dangerous. If you'd broken my knee, I wouldn't have known.
I didn't break your knee, did I? You're still standing?
It's fine. Don't
Okay.
You're also tall, so you're probably also a menace.
I wouldn't want to break a bone on the first spar.
Per se, but
Oh, that's a great accomplishment if you break a bone on the first spar. Especially if it's someone else's. I mean, it is bad, but it shows how powerful you are.
Tickle. Tickle, 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 tickle,
I mean, I guess I see what you need, but...
That's what you get.
You know,
I hate you.
one good punch
Good bone.
down under.
It was almost fatal.
Don't.
That was the one spot I was trying not to go for.
Interacting. Something clicked.
Better run to your dorm before
Well,
I
the
chase
good
you there.
news is I wouldn't have felt it.
Well, good night, everyone. Good night, everyone.
Good to know, I guess.
Yes, your dirty tactics won't work on me.
Off and
Oh,
gone.
because you can't feel anything.
Too bad I
Yes.
wasn't going to use any dirty
Well, if that's
That was a fun spar, though. Especially for my first one.
So tomorrow then?
Haven't really. Aveen didn't really say too much. He was just asking me a couple of things about myself.
I see.
Probably not the best person to weasel information out of others, so I didn't.
I did manage to overhear some talking. It might be a bit of useful information.
What
You're
team in particular?
Aye, Christopher.
Good question. Supposedly, if there was an opening on Aqua Team, and I found that Stella no longer suited my needs, would you be opposed to such an action?
I most certainly would not. Oh.
Wonderful to know. I have a feeling I might not be on Stella for very long. They don't seem to like me.
Oh.
Regardless.
Captain's is about to pass you by.
Regardless, it's a problem for another time.
I see. Well. That might just sort that.
Blue would look nice.
I was just taking. Okay. Christopher?
Yes.
The rest of Ignis and Aqua are at the training grounds, correct?
They were. We just finished sparring. Aqua has retreated to their dorm.
You are fucking kidding me. Right.
If you want, I can get Aqua before they reach their dorm.
I was trying to make sure that you all could actually plan as an entire group. So yes, that would be wise.
Of course.
Well, they're right. They're literally right, Christopher.
Did they go this way? Did they copy me? Of course they
I
copied.
found them.
I thought they were going around, so I thought I'd... You know? Apparently
I
we're
am
going to have a
guiding
meeting.
these two back to the training grounds so that you and your entire group for the event can have a proper sit down. Because I am honestly
all right
getting
then.
worried about your team.
Did Isaac know about it? He passed all three of us.
Yes. Well, I told him.
Did you tell him before or after he had the, what's the one with the mustache called? Bomb something.
Bombadil.
Yes, Professor Bombadil. Oh, there he is now.
You know what?
Did you?
He's been
I was to
infuriating.
come, right?
You're Aqua.
Right. Oh, okay, yeah. Sure.
Unfortunately, ma'am, it appears as if they were just finishing up. They've all scattered.
Well, then I suggest you all go grab them. Because frankly, none of you have been talking about the event. And it's starting to annoy me.
None of
All
you.
the other
I have
teams
been
have.
talking with Yorl, like, most of the day.
I'll go and.
This is a serious event. This is going to be a test. Start treating it as such.
Of course, ma'am.
With all due respect, man, we have been talking about it, we just hadn't been heard talking about it. Trying to keep the information as
Oh, you have, but it's
close
been
as possible.
you two and Abdel.
Actually, we didn't actually talk about it with Abdel, it's just been us.
Oh, so only two of you, one of which is a team leader out of 3.
Yes.
And out of how many are in your group? 11, 12?
Roughly.
My point exactly. Since it seems impossible to find Ellis today, we're going to have to make do.
Well, there's Abdel.
Yes, ma'am. We can get her to fetch the rest of Ignis. You know where the rest of your team is?
That is their team.
Right. We also need Murtesh. Is anyone else we're missing? Aside from Ignis and
Cecilia,
Murtesh?
but I don't believe she's here.
She is not.
I'm told today.
I can fetch Murtesh, I suppose. Wait here.
Of course. There you go. All of my
Can I
plans are
check
talking to people.
the room for Murtesh or?
That is
Yes,
what
I
she's
think
doing.
it's going to check for Murtesh.
Oh, okay.
I think it would be best
I
to
believe
stay here.
Yes. And I believe Abdel
feel
wanted
bad.
to go fetch Ignis. Although I do believe Zoo
Well,
was
he's
heading
not
towards
part
the
of our
store.
team till the end of the week, so.
Oh, yeah. Just might be sitting there alone for a while.
Murtesh has, I believe, gone to bed.
I see. Perhaps, ma'am, this would be best to do tomorrow after class. We can discuss it with the entire group. Meet.
Indeed. You all do not have a lot of time left to plan. Abdel does not return. Soon I will dismiss you all.
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful.
Yes.
I like Aqua Team. They're cool. And they actually have support.
I don't think we've been introduced.
My name's Lethariel. I don't know who.
Lethariel.
Can shake hands.
Pleasure.
I'm sitting against this tree, working out my legs. Oh, my frames.
Okay, yeah.
I'm Isaac Deshane, a baron out of Bestlin Bay.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Isaac. Of course.
Pleasure's mine.
Evening. Thank you. Now we are just waiting on Abdel to bring back Lyra.
What's going on around here?
I was considering it before. I'm not sure if I should learn
Only
a
group
spell
that does
that
not talk
uses
as a whole unit.
as a flare. I know that
I
they
was just
have
thinking the same thing, actually.
designed
I was
things,
planning on
but
talking to
As you
the
can tell, it's
stealth
during
professor about some sort of glare for getting each
I know
other's
that-
attention.
I know that Abdul has black for the biomagic eye, but it's almost like a smoke.
I could tell.
Can see if I can learn something along those lines.
Hi, if you could figure something out, that would be immensely useful.
I don't know how much help I can be physically, I think it might be something I can
Don't
learn.
downplay yourself. I saw the way you grabbed those cages.
Different to punching someone.
In the heat of the moment, who knows what will come over you.
Just spy right there for a moment.
Darkster's the one that told us to come over here in the first place.
Oh, good.
I want to join Team Aqua. They're cool. They talk.
Well, if it's all the same. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, Professor.
Good night.
Oh, I didn't know students were allowed to climb the cliffs.
What are they doing?
That looks like Ventus.
How can you see?
I have good eyes. Yep, that is Tai and Yuki of Ventus team.
Indeed it is.
Tell by the tail.
And the brown hair. And the
White hair.
white hair.
Well, if they're never that far apart.
Oh, look, there's Abdel.
Apologies, I can't find Lyra. She's not at her dorm.
She's not. She might have
She's
slept
right
early.
there. She's right there.
Oh, thank God.
This is all we are going to have. Let's head back over to the dorms. You all should get planning.
What happened?
I have no idea.
I think we're in trouble.
I have
Wait,
heard
what?
that they were discussing a project.
For not planning.
We're not planning?
No. For not planning, we're going to plan.
I see.
As long as we're not in trouble.
Right, we're not in trouble. We've just been gathered by the Chancellor. Personally. What's the difference?
That's, I mean, I assume since it was the Chancellor themselves that gathered us.
They
Unless
were
it's something
worried
they're
that we
doing for
weren't
everybody?
gathering. I don't think other people needed this.
Feel free to talk here if you all wish to go into one of the dorms to speak. That is fine. If you would like to go out to scout a location, just let me know. I will be nearby.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I will be a few moments once I deal with Ventus.
Of course.
Well, do we want to have a dorm, or are we fine speaking out in the open?
We should be fine here. Actually, I'd almost prefer by the tree.
There's a few people.
Best places to skulk. Right in the center of the large tree.
Oh, right.
The best path is the straight path. Just making sure.
Of course. Alright. So the name of the game is hiding. Stealth that is misdirection. So I posit that we find a hiding place, and the other team is given a general idea of where we're hiding it. We draw them into a separate area. We leave the flag or
That's the
whatever
same
it
idea
is.
we had.
Yes.
Yes, it's the same one we had this
We
one.
just look trying to find a suitable location that fits.
Yes, it is the idea.
I believe the
I
observatory
brought
on
up
the
earlier.
top of the.
I brought
main
it up,
building were the
but you know,
optimal
who
ideas we had
cares?
at the time.
No buildings. We're not allowed to use buildings or high places.
See. That's unfortunate.
A place with a lot of cover would be best to hide it. In a place that seems fairly obvious would be the best place, I believe, to use as a bait. Someplace somewhat out in the open, good lines of sight.
Forgive me for my lack of knowledge, but what are the limits of where we can go? other than the building?
I believe
No
the
buildings,
campus.
no high places. Anywhere on campus.
Perhaps we could utilize the docks.
Dock area
It's a fairly
possible. We need to find a good hiding place that doesn't involve the building.
Right. There are plenty of rocks and dunes. But
There is always the ocean.
Careful, we
Hide it
don't-
under some sand.
we don't want to lose.
Can't do that now.
Would we be allowed to?
I don't would be out of them do.
Do we know
rules are no
what
buildings.
the flag looked like?
Unsure.
Okay.
Hopefully a flag.
Independent.
Also, another piece of potentially useful information for the offense. I did overhear Terra talking about using the cliffside by the graveyard as their fallback location.
I see. That honestly might be what Ventus was doing, scouting out an area.
Right. Must also make sure we don't take that as misinformation.
Yes. I do believe wherever we decide to scout, we do so in secrecy.
Is it possible to gain permission to look in the evening? Oh, hang on.
Hello, secret meeting.
Hi.
Hope you understand.
Oh, out in the open?
Yes, and so we can
Best way to see
look
anyone
for spies
approaching.
as they approach.
Okay.
Sorry, generous.
Okay.
It's for the
Careful,
event.
we'll stab you.
Oh, of course. Right, I see.
Wait, before you go.
Any more secrets?
Huh? What was that?
Did you just climb up?
It was a boop.
He just literally climbed the person.
I like Lyra.
Move along.
Okay, I
Come
won't.
on. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go.
We need to go.
Go. Go.
Tell me what to do.
Well,
Stay.
to get back on track.
Can't believe that worked.
Alright, let's go. My personal suggestion is near the gazebo area. To defend the gazebo like our life depends on it while hiding the banner itself under the bridge. Near the dock pond.
The bridge is a good idea. Especially out, really out of sight.
It's out of sight. Here we are, we have good line of sight.
Then again, that would mean someone had to be nearby, not directly by that. So it would be somebody
Well,
that's.
It's
hard to
very much a
miss.
high risk, high reward. However, we have one agent underneath the bridge. If she is compromised, we can converge on the area. Yes, that would be you.
Is it because I'm small?
Recommend.
Yes.
A flare spell would be good.
That's fair.
How would we know if it's
Communicate.
compromised?
Communicate.
We would likely see them
Yes,
converging on
that's
the
quite
bridge.
Actually,
Yeah, good
if we're
line of
going to have
sight.
two separate places, how are we going to communicate to each other?
Exactly.
I was
I'm
contemplating
so
on
bad.
learning a couple flare spells. Smoke signals.
That would be
We
ideal.
needed to communicate.
Yes.
How wouldn't that be too obvious, though?
Well, if
Well,
they
at-
find
at
where
that
Lyra
point-
is found, it is exactly. It would be ideal to use those since
It would be a last
flag would
ditch
be found.
attempt.
The only thing that might be good about them is that our opponents won't know what specific colors or codes mean. So, could work in our favor. That's just an idea. Sorry.
It's a fair one.
We have spies.
No, they're just walking through, I believe. Doesn't matter.
sure.
Well, here's they're staying.
Move this conversation.
What's this big
Hello?
meeting about?
The event at the end of the week.
Right.
Oh. Well, sorry.
Hmm.
To say I and see what was up.
Oh God.
It's quite alright.
You feeling better, Krista?
Feeling better?
A lot better.
Okay. This is good.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Yep.
Good.
What happened with Krista?
No.
Yeah. I'm sorry for interrupting. Let's go.
Suki was just a little worried about him. So we're just checking
Yeah,
on him.
I see.
Bye.
Could be that he's probably
We'll have to wait furthermore.
at the storehouse.
We have a
Couple of the dorm.
At this point, do you really want to be out in the open talking about this?
It is
I was
literally
gonna
better than
try to
any of
say
the
that we might
dorms.
want to move this. True.
Alright, we
Unless
should be
wanted
good
to go
now.
hang out on the roof with Stella. Nope.
Never mind.
I think we should probably pick a different spot.
I concur.
Mm.
We're garnering a lot of interest.
I feel like the rooftop will be best since they can't really hear us all the way up there. Unless they actually try and get into the dorm. And then we'll be stupid.
Well, that's
enough
if
to
you
do
guys
that.
are offering.
I would not mind.
Fair point.
Alright. Let's go.
Wait, does that mean we could go on the roof of all of our dorms?
Perhaps just the attic. That should be far up enough.
Top of my dorm.
I would like to refrain from anyone dropping off.
Mm.
I don't think anyone would be stupid enough to jump off the roof.
It's quite slippery at some
Although
points.
tripping,
Hold the
that's a
door
whole
open.
other-
You're all welcome in.
Hold on.
Please feel free to use our ladder.
Thank you.
Welcome.
You got a nice ladder than that one.
It's definitely less rickety.
Thank you, I made
I
it
don't
myself.
suppose we even have a ladder. Or at least one that even set down. Oh, spacious.
Alright. I think this is a good enough meeting place.
Yeah, I'd say.
There is the problem of having somebody watching it. We leave it entirely unguarded. It is possible they might just stumble across it. However, having somebody there does leave us down a person. And Lara, do you have any magic?
Not magic, no.
Alright. That makes it difficult to signal.
If I could I suggest something?
Of course, that's what this is for.
Plan on getting a weapon made, a gun, used for long range. I can use that for a possible signal. Guard the actual flag there.
That would be good.
I would also give her support in case anything goes far.
Well, we can't have too many people at the bridge. In
No, of
fact,
course.
having whoever is chosen to stay at the bridge, and it seems like you may be the best option with your pistol, rifle, or whatever you're getting. It means you need to stay hidden, likely under the bridge. Be wet and likely uncomfortable, but Might be the best we have. Does mean we will be one person down for the battle itself. The goal here is to keep them away from the flag. It's not so much to win the battle, but to delay and deny them what they want. Yes.
You were talking about the gazebo next to the infirmary, correct?
As if we are defending the gazebo while having the flag hidden under the bridge. That is what I am positing.
Even if it's a fake location, do you not think that the gazebo is still too open? They might figure it out quickly. I also mean, like, surrounding. It's very easy for them to surround us, having only one defense.
That is true.
I don't really know anywhere else. That's why I was just making just see.
Where are the caves?
I grew up as well.
Caves?
In was right. The main building. We could set up a line going into the caves and make it appear that they are reaching a certain goal, but they'll have nothing to find.
Caves. You mean the ones with the wards on them?
Yes.
I'm not sure would be allowed in there, considering there are wards there.
I was not aware. I apologize.
I am assuming the big glowing runic symbols on it. Well, that area though, that could work. However, I do worry that it would be a little harder to hide the flag there. It's a smaller area.
We could hide it in the waterfall.
Ooh.
No one's going to check the bottom of a waterfall.
That is a possibility.
Even burying it slightly in some loose sediment at the bottom.
We'd have to ask how much we can hide the flag. Because honestly, if we just bury it 6 feet underground, make sure it's hard to read where it is, almost too simple.
I'm happy to go have a good look around tomorrow. If anyone wants to come, we can search the whole island for a good spot.
I will check out the waterfall tomorrow. See how viable of a spot it is.
Because we have two options. One is to simply hide the flag, make sure they don't get it, and the second is to simply overwhelm them with numbers and combat.
I personally favor the first.
I do like that idea.
We have an overwhelming number of offense division students.
We take the initiative.
I only worry that they have someplace to print instead.
I have to be completely blunt. Do you really think that us going head first once they show up is a good idea? Not to be insulting, but some of us aren't really too capable in combat.
It is fair. Perhaps even a probing force at first. Keep them on their toes. But before we figure out the specifics, we need to find the area. So far, both the areas posited have pluses and minuses. I like the idea of a good sightline. However, being able to funnel the enemy into an area would also be very good. Force them to attack from a specific line. The beach would not be good for that. There's too many avenues of attack.
Are we just gonna stand and wait for you to think, or are we actually going to talk about something?
You can all
Well, you all can
use
make-
ideas.
Yes.
None.
If you have any ideas, feel free to share them with the class.
Well, right now, our problem is finding a location. So I think rather than talking about locations, we actually look at locations.
We could glance and keep ideas in mind.
Suggest.
Continue moving.
There's the waterfall, there's the grove. I still think that dock might be a good idea, although... Did the Chancellor say that we weren't allowed to hide the flag in tall buildings? Or high
We're not
places?
allowed to go anywhere into buildings or high areas. I assume walking in and hiding something there would be against the rules. Or if someone needs to enter an area to get it.
And the
Well, this
flag
might be
must
my
be stationary.
personal
right?
suggestion, but wherever we hide the flag, I would hope that there'd be maybe a somewhat high up place. Not too high where it wouldn't be allowed, but for me at least to have a good range of people trying to walk in.
That would be good for that. Well, if the Chancellor is around and willing, we can go once around the island, discuss it.
Fair enough.
Alright. Let's go see if she's willing.
What, we're doing this now?
Yes.
You know how late it is?
That's why we're asking for the Chancellor.
Better than getting caught doing it during the day.
Why is my phone going off?
Whatever.
Sorry.
I mean, if you're all too
Sorry.
tired, we can probably work on it in the morning. Right after class tomorrow.
Put it to the vote.
Alright. Alright, who would like to wait till tomorrow? Alright.
I gotta go.
I believe that calls it. Tomorrow after class, we will meet here. It's probably fine. Secluded enough that nobody will be listening unless they break into our dorm. Alright. Right after class. Meet here. Take the morning, and if anybody is out for the rest of the night, keep an eye on possible places. And when we reconvene, we'll figure out what we're doing. Right. Alright. Well, you all have a good night then.
Didn't get to talk to the people I needed to.
You too.
You too.
But I need to go for now. Ah, what a pleasant sleepy time. ZZ.